In Heartbreaking S to be screened next Wednesday, viewers will witness Johnny Connor's devastation as he discovers his son's lifeless body in the bathroom of his flat. The dramatic story comes as the show faces mounting criticism over its increasingly dark plot lines. In recent months, viewers have seen David Platt drugged and raped by his male friend Josh and vicar Billy Mayhew hooked on heroin. Both Pat Phelan's murderous reign of terror and Bethany Platt's UAL exploitation plotline generated hundreds of complaints to broadcasting regulator Ofcom. But outgoing producer Kate Oates yesterday defended the latest storyline. She said, "Suicide is the biggest killer of men under 45 in this country, with 84 men taking their lives each week. We quite simply can't afford to not talk about it." Aidan's story is designed to give people who hide their feelings of desperation a chance to start a conversation, letting someone know what they're going through. "We want to assure anyone who feels suicidal that there is always someone who wants to listen, whether a friend, family member, or one of the brilliant charities we have been working with. We want to tell people that however bleak they are feeling, there is always another way." Viewers will last see Aidan on screen on Monday, May 7, when he visits his former girlfriend Eva Price at the cottage where she is living after giving birth to their baby Susie. He then returns to a family party at the Rovers. His final emotional sees him in tears, back at his flat alone. No element of the suicide will be shown on screen. Johnny makes the devastating discovery at the beginning of an hour-long episode on May 9. Actor Shane Ward, who has played Aidan for the past 3 years, said he was honored to have been trusted with the story. He said, "Aidan is an everyman figure. He is someone men can identify with, which is important in telling this story. We hope that anyone who recognizes something of themselves in Aidan will realize they can talk about how they're feeling. Talking could have helped Aidan turn his life around. It could have brought to him relief from what he was going through. This is what his loved ones would have wanted. Suicide is a very permanent response to what are usually temporary problems." Shane, the writers and production team work closely with charities Samaritans and Calm to ensure the storyline was handled sensitively and realistically. It was announced last month that producer Kate Oates would be leaving the Cobbles after 3 years at the helm. During that time, the show has seen increased audience figures and won praise for tackling important social issues, but it has also come under fire for featuring bleak and violent stories pre-Watershed. Veteran broadcaster and loyal fan Michael Parkinson has complained the show now makes him recoil. Other lifelong fans, including crime author Martina Cole and TV presenter Lorraine Kelly, have also hit out at the gritty storylines, with Lorraine describing them as just too much. Meanwhile, presenter Fern Britton has taken to Twitter to plead with producers to bring back the fun and laughter, pointing out that recent storylines have featured Rita Tanner's brain tumor, Robert Preston's testicular cancer, Carla Connor's kidney transplant, Gina Seddon's bipolar disorder and Johnny Connor's MS diagnosis. But Simon Gunning, CEO of the charity Calm, which campaigns to reduce the suicide rate among men, praised the show for its latest storyline. 3 in every 4 suicides are male, he explained. The reasons for this are many and complex. Working with Coronation Street has allowed us to engage a huge audience in the devastating effect of suicide, while providing a platform to highlight the help that is available for those in need of support, a media advisor from the Samaritans said. Charity felt it was important to become involved. She said, "We were really pleased that Coronation Street got in touch with us right at the start to work with us on the storyline. They got in touch before anything was written because they felt it was really important to tell this story for all the right reasons, and they knew it was important to work with experts. Whenever you cover a topic like this, there is always some risk. It needs careful handling. So we met, and the writers and researchers worked closely with us throughout, sharing first drafts of scripts with us, then reviewing and sharing second drafts. What Coronation Street have done is built in lots of important, helpful messages, showing the devastation that's caused to families and the complexity of suicide. Suicide is never down to one single cause. People might see the episodes and realize that sometimes there are signs, sometimes they are quite subtle, and sometimes there aren't any signs. Overall, the message that comes out of the episodes is that if you're struggling, then you need to talk about it. People who die by suicide often don't actually want to die, but they are in a desperate situation and have lost all hope of the life ever being okay. The quickest way to contact the Samaritans and get a response is by phone on 116,123. The number is free to call.